Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and honorable judges. Before we start off this debate, I want first all of you to imagine if this whole world was a video game. And then the rich people are cheaters. Well, you may ask. Let's say hypothetically that there is a rich and poor family. They both want a higher education for their children. The poor family needs to do much more hard work, needs to do much more paperwork, needs to do much more steps in the process, and needs to do much more hard work in order to achieve that. Meanwhile, the rich family can just skip all those steps and just pay for the tuition. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, this is an uneven playing ground in the current education system, and that's why this house proudly believes that scholarships should only be granted on the basis of financial necessity. In this debate, I will first explain why does this position exist and what does it mean. Second, I will define necessary words for this debate. Third, I will state my ultimate goal here in this debate. Fourth, I will state why is it so urgent and further elaborate it. And number 5, I will go on to my arguments and the solution and the mechanism behind it. So, in all, number 1, what does this motion mean? Why does it exist in the first place? Because the current system of scholarships rewards those who excel in classes and have great achievements. But those who are richer have a much easier time of excelling in classes and gaining better achievements because they have a much better privilege. They can have extra lessons which may cost up to 14 million rupiah. They have better facilities in order to support their education, like good laptops, a great internet connection, etc. etc. Meanwhile, the students who aren't as lucky don't have this privilege. They have a much harder time competing against these richer students, and that's why this is an uneven playing ground in the current education system, and which this is why we believe that it is unnecessary for those who can afford tuition to still get scholarships. And we should redirect these funds elsewhere. We should redirect these funds for those who actually need it. So, on to my second point, the definitions. I will define what is a scholarship. Scholarship by definition means a grant or payment made to support a student's education awarded on the basis of academic or other achievements. On to my third point, what is my ultimate goal here? My ultimate goal here is to create a system that helps people who can't afford higher education and give them a chance. On to my fourth point, why is it so urgent? Why does this problem need to be solved quickly? Because Indonesia's human resource quality is still very low. Based on the research of CNB Indonesia, 52% of Indonesia's students are categorized as low performers. And we rank number 87 out of 157 countries. And just for comparison, Singapore ranked number 1. And the main root of this problem is that mid to low economic classes consist of 79.5% of Indonesia's population. Most people cannot afford higher education, hence the low human resource quality. And what are its impacts if we don't solve this problem? Number 1, Indonesia's low human resource quality will remain unchanged. Those who are poor will remain poor, and Indonesia's advancement progress will be significantly held back. And finally, on to my arguments. Some of you may ask, why only the poor? Because those who are rich don't need it. We are talking on the basis of financial necessity. Some of you may ask, how about those who deserve it? let's say hypothetically that a rich kid achieves great achievements and excel in classes, shouldn't he get a tuition? No. Can he afford it? Yes. Does he need it? No. Because this is on the basis of financial necessity. We need to support those who actually need it. And finally, on to my solution and mechanism. How will it work? I propose a solution, a program which is called Indonesia's Higher Education Program. How will this program work? First, we will update already existing infrastructures to help the poor, like KGP, affirmation in PPDB, and integrate scholarships into the already existing systems. Number 2, those who have KGP will be granted free scholarship once they graduate high school. Number 3, we will integrate with currently existing college systems like SNMPTN, PPKB, SBMPTN, etc. etc. Number 4, we need to build more colleges specifically for those who have KGP and need it, and those who didn't get selected in SNMPTN, SBMPTN, etc. etc. Fifth, we need to create a new system outside of Jakarta like the KGP in order for this system to work. And finally, in order to financially support this program, we need to increase our tax rates and emphasize more on those who are richer. We need to increase taxes on the richer. So what are its benefits? The benefits to this program are 1. Fair chances for everyone. It will be an even playing ground for everyone in the education system. Number 2, we will have higher quality human resources and workforce, and this will in turn significantly speed up Indonesia's advancement. Number 3, we will have a better education system that also helps the poor. Number 4, we will decrease the amount of poverty by increasing the human resource quality. And that's why we need to apply this program immediately in order to advance Indonesia's progress, in order to reduce the amount of poverty that already exists, and to help the people who actually deserves it and need it. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, this house proudly believes that scholarships should only be granted on the basis of financial necessity. Thank you.